Why you need to hire a bodybuilding coach. Welcome back to the channel, guys. For those of you that are new here, my name's Tim, and I'm a NPC men's physique competitor. So today we're going to be talking about my top 5 reasons why you need to hire a bodybuilding coach. And secondly, all my social media accounts are going to be listed on the screen. So go ahead and give me a like, a follow, drop me a subscription here on YouTube, and we're going to go get right into it. Reason number 1 why you need to hire a coach. First and foremost, accountability. Hiring a coach is paramount from an accountability standpoint. Knowing that you have to check in on a weekly basis with someone, it really keeps you from honestly screwing off. It makes you want to hit those meals, hit those training sessions, hit those cardio sessions. Keeps you from wanting to skip. You don't want to let your coach down. So you're going to stay on top of those things. It really helps from accountability, knowing that you have to do that check in every week. So reason number 2, they can provide a completely objective, unbiased opinion and eye for your physique. So, say you're deep in a fat loss phase or a contest prep for that matter, and you're going to be your own worst critic. You're going to be able to look at yourself and go, okay, I'm a little fat here. I'm a little fat here on my love handle, on my lower back. I'm going to go ahead and turn the dial up on this cardio, or I'm going to go ahead and increase the drugs, or I'm going to go ahead and reduce macros, whatever it is. A coach will be able to look at you and stand back and go, okay, we're exactly where we need to be at 8 weeks out, or this deep in your fat loss phase. This is exactly where we need to be. We don't need to make any changes. Your rate of loss is perfect. Or on the contrary, they can go, okay, you're a little bit out of shape for 6 weeks out, or you're a little bit behind in your fat loss phase timeline, whatever that is too. They can actually be able to calculate and turn the dials up properly. They can reduce the calories, increase the cardio, increase the drugs if needed, if that applies to you. So yeah, having that completely unbiased eye makes a huge difference, because once you get in the depths of contest prep or a deep fat loss phase, you can't look at yourself objectively like you really need to. So that's going to bring us into point number 3, to give you structure and a plan to follow. So it keeps all the guesswork out of it. It becomes really easy to just, okay, I'm going to eat 1,200 calories and do 2 hours of cardio every day, and yeah, you'll get in shape. But a lot of times you'll lose a lot of muscle tissue that way. A good coach is going to be, okay, you say you worked with them in an off season, your maintenance calories are say 2,500. They're going to be able to pull you down to say 2,000, 2,200, get fat loss started, and get an actual rate of loss started for you. And you're not just going to be doing guesswork and drastically reducing calories. And they can taper them back over time, and be able to keep as much muscle tissue as possible while losing the fat as well. And not even to mention, a lot of times they can provide nutritional advice on maybe, focus on these macros here, maybe eat these, not only say these specific foods, but an emphasis on these particular foods, from a volume aspect if you're dieting, or a more calorically dense option if you're in a building phase, you're having trouble eating all your food. And on top of that, they can provide you with cardio recommendations. What is the best form of cardio that you need to do, where your heart rate needs to be at, that kind of thing as well. And in addition to all that, workout programs and stuff as well. So that's going to bring us into point number 4. Coaching can be a great resource for learning about the sport of bodybuilding. So especially, if you're relatively new into the sport, you have no idea how the sport works. You don't know what athlete meetings are like. You don't know what the athlete check-ins are like. You don't know what the tanning process is like. You don't know when to book your show. Things like that. Or how does peak week going to go? Those kind of protocols. You have no idea how any of that stuff operates as a new competitor. So leaning and relying on your coach and being able to ask those questions, that way you're not in the dark, makes the process much, much smoother. And another big one too is, okay, so we've dieted all the way this far down, we're stage conditioned. What do we do now? Do we just reverse out of it, or do we just pound a bunch of food and get fat? So having a coach is great for those questions that you just don't have the answer to, just because you haven't experienced it, you haven't been there, you haven't done that. So learning about the sport, and also secondly, learning about coaching as well, learning the art of coaching. Maybe that piques your interest. Maybe you want to be a coach one day. Who knows? So definitely, be a good client. Don't just follow the plan. Ask questions. Ask the why behind things, because not only does it keep you more invested as a client, it could also spark new interest for maybe career opportunities for you later down the road. So keep that stuff in mind as well. And that's going to bring us to point number 5. Um, they can be a asset during the tough times of contest prep or that fat loss phase. Because oftentimes they've either coached a million people to this point, they know exactly how you feel, or hopefully in the best case scenario, they've been in that same position as well. And they know what you're feeling, they know what you're going through, and you can kind of lean on those guys, lean on them when those times like that. Just because they can relate, where maybe your friends, your family, they don't understand how you feel in that moment. So I'm gonna tell you guys, 4 weeks out, you can't really explain to someone how you feel. You're miserable oftentimes. Not everyone, but a lot of people have to suffer. A lot of people have to dig. That 2, 3, 4 weeks out mark. So yeah, they're a really great resource to be able to lean on in those times. Because like I said, they just get it. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Those are my top 5 reasons why you should hire a bodybuilding coach. So definitely don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So thank you guys for watching.